Hi, Cal.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Cal. It's Monday.
Hello, Chris. It is Wednesday.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, Chris. How's it going?
Hey Cal, it's Friday.
Hey, Chris.
Hey Cal.
Hey, Chris.
What makes us decide that we need to make more stuff?
I subscribe to the idea that art is the exploration of the human condition.
I'm really just fascinated by people who are starting out and why. And then I wanted to talk about the word vlogging, because I hate saying it.
Vlogging?
Vlogging.
Weblog, vlog, whatever.
Blogger. God, I'm never gonna like that word.
Ow. Oh, low battery.
I don't really know what I'm doing anymore.
Productivity.
Many people think Edgar Allan Poe was a raving madman.
Got bright lights. Da 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 da.
So let me rest in peace.
I wrote a Buffy fan fiction.
My fear has always been that I'm going to be one of those people who identifies as a writer despite having written one story 3 years ago.
What's really been on my mind lately is the future and being a young adult.
So yeah, I am graduating from college this semester, and to be honest, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do.
All of a sudden, it's like, you're a grown-up, deal with it.
Let's talk about fear.
I've been thinking a lot about death lately.
That sort of community is really important, whether it's online or in person.
It's just kind of fun to see how far we've come in the last couple of years.
There's a link to a new channel that I started last weekend. It's called Chris Never Sings.
I will also have a separate page for the Lovely Stalker production company.
Hey Cal, it's Tuesday. It's been just over 2 years and 8 months since I posted my first video to English Major Stalking. To be honest, when I posted it, I didn't really know if it was something you were going to be interested in doing. I didn't know if it was something I was going to be interested in continuing to do past that first video. I just sort of went for it. But sure enough, a few days later you posted your own video in response to mine and we started a back and forth. I know that we haven't been the most consistent vloggers on YouTube, but what I like about our channel is that despite the fact that the gaps are pretty large between some of our videos, it's something we're continuing to do. And that's something I didn't know if we would be able to do. When I started, I was pretty sure I would consider it an accomplishment if we got to like 15 videos before we burned out. Even though we started out as just emulating the Vlogbrothers, we've really sort of developed what we wanted to do versus the things that we sort of threw by the wayside. We're still doing Thoughts from Places-esque videos, we're still doing some back and forth conversation, but we've got rid of things like punishments and challenges and things like that that just didn't seem feasible, partially because of our own laziness and the gaps, and partially just because they weren't something we needed. And after watching through all of our old videos to make this one, it really just struck me sort of the ways that we've come along. Our quality has gotten better, our aspect ratios have gotten better, we've gotten more comfortable in front of the camera. When I realized that this would be the 50th video on our channel, it seemed like a good time to do sort of a retrospective, which is what prompted me to look back on all of our old videos. And it really got me thinking about what we would be doing without this channel. And what I mean by that is how has this exercise of posting videos back and forth every few weeks to months developed us in ways that we probably wouldn't have realized would happen when we started doing this. I mean, for example, would I be putting songs up on another channel at all if I hadn't been prompted to do it from Your First Punishment that made me sing Happy Birthday to Robert Frost? If we hadn't grown closer through vlogging, would I still have been the best man in your wedding? If this channel had never pushed you to start making videos, would you still be interested in making short films right now? If I wasn't a content creator, would I still have gone to VidCon this year? Would you still have moved to California? And it was nice to go back over those old videos and realize the ways we developed through them. That's not something you get to see while you're creating something. When you're creating something, you don't get to see this part of it. You only get to see the part where it's a lot of work. But getting to see this side of it makes it feel a lot more worthwhile. I mean, we're not exactly shining examples of productivity, but even with the somewhat minimal effort we've put forward toward this, there have been pretty huge impacts from it. Back in my very first video, I asked the question of why we would create content, and 50 videos later, that's still not a question I could answer in any reasonable amount of time. But I think having created and looking back over what you've done is reason enough to continue on its own. So thanks for collaborating with me, and here's to 50 more videos. See you later.